This program is brought to you by Clear Plastic Halloween Masks, because some children are hideous enough already.
KHJ Los Angeles.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recording.
You're listening to the radio.
Now sit back, relax, and get ready to go on a musical voyage that makes Sgt. Pepper's seem like a rejected jingle for Ritz crackers.
I have got a serious case of the Mondays.
That is so stupid.
I think we're about to start a radio show.
Let's quiet down and try to be mature, okay?
What is that noise?
Well, good morning, sunshine.
Well, the bad news is it is Monday.
Ugh, Monday.
Monday.
What? It's Monday already?
Come on, lazy bones. It's time to get moving.
I'm up.
Now let's get back to work, okay?
Why are we all forced to go to work?
I got bills to pay.
Great. Let's get started.
Okay, everybody, it's showtime.
Yeah, it is. It's the Mike Show. So darned happy you could join us right here, right now on Radio 434, the Radio 434 apps, and radio434.com. Also on the Alexa. Yes, I'm multitasking. I'm reading texts while I'm doing the show open. Man, oh man, I don't multitask very, very well. But sometimes when I do, it's like epic. All right, so we're also on the Alexa. We're at radio434.com. On the audio, you can get our podcast. Well, how do you get our live feature channel and our live show from 8 to 11 on the Alexa? How do you do that? Well, you very simply, it helps if I talk into the microphone, you very simply just enable the skill. Now, a quick tech note. We're having a little issue with some of the Amazon Echo devices. Once you enable the skill, sometimes it forgets that you enabled the skill. So you need to keep enabling the skill. It's not going to hurt anything. You just say, Alexa, enable the Radio 434 skill. And then she will, and she automatically plays us then. And if your system is working just fine, then just say, Alexa, play Radio 434, and she should. But we're looking into the Alexa issue. Okay, so that's issue number 1. Okay, and then what else? Was there another issue, or are we good? No, I think we're good. Okay, you can also get the podcast if you don't care whether you're listening to us live or listening to us as Memorex. And you want to listen to the podcast, you can do that very simply by saying, Alexa, play the Mike Show VA podcast. And she will. And then every time, or you can get it on all the other devices too, in any possible way. If you want to get the Apple or Spotify or Amazon Music, you can get the podcast in those places, rss.com, or go to radio434.com, and you'll find the link on the Mike Show channel. Oh yeah, that's the second issue, I think. Let me see. Let me check it out. Troubleshooting issues this morning. Yeah, so apparently the Mike Show channel in live mode is not working. So if you want to listen to the Mike Show, click on over to Modern Alternative on Radio 434. There, that's for the live show. Man, oh man. So yeah, I got to send in a trouble ticket for that. I'm on it. Oh, and yeah, of course you can watch us on Facebook Live at the Mike Show VA. All right. So today we've got the folks from Virginia Legal Aid Society. David Neumeyer, Esquire, is going to be joining us, along with, I think Cliff is joining us. That is correct. Looking. Yes, Cliff Glickman as well, from the Virginia Legal Aid Society. And we're going to learn what their organization does and how they can possibly help you. So they're coming in about an hour or so. We also, what else? Do we have any other guests? No? Okay. I don't think we have any other guests. But We had a really, really good time. I'll start with, we'll go left to right. So Friday, we had an incredible time with Michael Dill. Michael joined us at Three Roads for happy hour, and it's our mic'd up pop-up concert series. Really, really enjoyed having Michael in the bar, in the tap room, and that was a blast, and we had a lot of fun. Drank some beers, he played some music, and we debuted our new doodad, our doohickey, our gadget that actually puts... Okay, so we split the audio signal at the tap room, and one audio output went to our speakers in the tap room, and everybody could hear everything that was going on. And then I have to enhance this with a little bit of audio. Then the other input went into this, mounted to a tripod, and the audio quality was impeccable. Yep. So you got to experience us live at Three Roads. You also got to experience us on Facebook Live. Even the music, it just sounded fantastic. So we're looking forward to another one. Since it's First Friday's coming up, or First Friday coming up, then we're going to do it on Friday, I believe. I have to check with the folks at Three Roads, make sure everything's going to time out well. So either Thursdays or Fridays, just check our social media, and we'll keep you updated right here on the Mike Show. As well as we were at the Punk Rock Flea Market yesterday. I got this shirt. Really, really cool. And screen printed, live screen printing right in front of your very, very eyes. Got this one yesterday at the Academy Center of the Arts, and it was we had a blast. All right, coming up, in addition to our guests, of course, we're going to get really, really smart with your 5 random facts. We're going to get really, really dumb with your stupid Criminalz in the news, and we also have this. Urban Outfitters has started selling vintage iPods. All right, so you may, I think I know the definition of vintage because we play a vintage category of music, and in addition to brand new music on the Modern Alternative channel. So our top list today is top ways to tell if something is vintage. All right, there we go. That and so much more on Moron, the Mike Show. This portion of the broadcast is brought to you in part by Lynchburg Regional Airport. It is so much easier.
Making sure that you never miss that important connection. At Lynchburg Regional Airport, we're ready when you're ready.
4 bags to check in, please.
LYH. From here to there to anywhere. We're ready when you're ready.
From brand new to lightly used, CMA's Honda of Lynchburg's got you covered. Shop our growing selection today and find our best deals on our entire inventory. That's savings on every single vehicle. And on our used cars, take 3 days to love it or leave it. Plus, we'll buy your current vehicle. Trade in with us and get an unbeatable offer. Start shopping and saving today. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
Three Roads Brewery is Lynchburg's gathering spot. Enjoy the relaxed open atmosphere of the Lynchburg Tap Room with plenty of space to unwind, or outside on their expansive patio with friends and the entire family. Check out Three Roads games, arcade style, darts, and more. And of course, an excellent selection of craft beers brewed on site. Grab a Three Roads today at their tap room, 1300 Court Street, downtown Lynchburg. Their tap room in Farmville, or anywhere they serve great beer. Three Roads is also available at area convenience stores and supermarkets. And if they don't carry Three Roads, ask them to. Brewing community, Three Roads Brewery.
Coming to you live from the Stonecrafters Studios. For custom countertops and cabinetry, shop Stonecrafters' incredible inventory at their Factory Direct Warehouse, 3678 Manita Road, Bedford. Online at stonecraftersva.com.
KHF! New from Samsung, the Galaxy Throwback. If you feel like you're too plugged into technology, this is for you. It's an old school phone that you plug into your wall. Pick up the handset and hold it to your ear. The Galaxy Throwback includes 10 rotary digits that you spin with your index finger. You'll also receive a 3-foot coil cord that connects from the phone base to the handset. You can hear a real dial tone. And the best part? There's no distracting apps, GPS, YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook. Simplify your life with the all-new Galaxy Throwback. Now available for just under $1,000.
Now that's vintage, I'd say. So we're talking about this. Urban Outfitters has started selling vintage iPods. Yes, I officially feel old. And they're refurbished. And a listing for, a listing for a 4th generation iPod from 2004 described it as a genuine piece of vintage retro tech and the perfect blend of new millennium design with modern features. 4th gen is before the touch screens. You still had to use the wheel on the front to scroll through the songs, and they obviously don't support wireless headphones or anything like that. The wild part is the price tag. Here, wait, I need sound effects for this. All right, the wild part is the price tag. They've been selling them for $350. Yeah. Now, several people have pointed out that you can buy one on eBay for more like $35. Urban Outfitters has also been selling at least one other model. It's the original Mini, the iPod Mini from 2004, and they listed that one for $200. Now, the craziest part is it looks like both models are already sold out. They're not on the website anymore, so apparently some people, I'm guessing young people, actually paid that much. For reference, the original iPod cost $399 when it came out in 2001. But again, right now you can get them on eBay for like $35. Vintage. According to Urban Outfitters, iPods are considered vintage. But what exactly defines the word vintage? Well, turns out nobody really knows until now. Thanks to today's list, it's our top list today. Top ways to tell if something is vintage. All right, here we go. Number 1. Joe Biden knows how it works. Top ways to tell if it's vintage. It starts with a crank. And it's the same as the first one. Anyway, it's avocado green. Top ways to tell if something is vintage. It features a mascot that everyone thinks is racist except your grandpa. Top ways to tell if something's vintage. It's hanging on the wall at Cracker Barrel. You used to listen to Rick Springfield on it. Top ways to tell if it's vintage. You constantly played with it as a child, other than your genitals. There you go. Well, that's vintage too these days. Top ways to tell if something's vintage. You just ate it at a McDonald's. Rich douchebags drink it on yachts. Top ways to tell if it's vintage. It's a toy from when Star Wars was good. And top ways to tell if it's vintage. Jay Leno burns alive working on it. All right, there we go. Good Lord. The Mike Show. Sad news from Hollywood. Good Lord. Matthew Perry. And that man has had issue after issue after issue. And we're going to talk about him. We have some sound for AudioVault, a little tribute. And I can't imagine you haven't heard this by now, but if you haven't, Matthew Perry died Saturday morning. He was only 54 years old. The details are sketchy, but here's what we know so far, and then I'm going to search for some updates. Matthew returned home from a 2-hour round of pickleball and sent his assistant on an errand. Then, when the assistant returned 2 hours later, he found him dead, Matthew dead in the hot tub. 911 was called, but it was too late. It sounds like cardiac arrest and or drowning was the cause of death. TMZ says no illegal drugs were found on the scene, and there were no signs of foul play. Police did find several prescription drugs, antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds, and a COPD drug, which he may have needed due to his history of smoking. Matthew was just as famous for his drug and alcohol issues as he was for playing Chandler on Friends, sadly. He even opened his memoir, which he titled Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. Like this: "Hi, my name is Matthew. Although you may know me by another name, my friends call me Matty, and I should be dead." In addition to Friends, Matthew appeared in several hit movies, including Fools Rush In and The Whole Nine Yards. He also starred with Thomas Lennon on a short-lived revival of The Odd Couple. His last credit was the 2017 miniseries The Kennedys After Camelot. As of last night, none of the other 5 main Friends cast members have commented, though, on his death. So there you go. So we've got a little tribute for him coming up in AudioVault a little bit later on today. All right, coming up, in addition to all that, of course, we're going to get really smart with your 5 random facts. We've got not headline news as well. This portion of the broadcast is brought to you in part by CMA's Honda of Lynchburg.
From brand new to lightly used, CMA's Honda of Lynchburg's got you covered. Shop our growing selection today and find our best deals on our entire inventory. That's savings on every single vehicle. And on our used cars, take 3 days to love it or leave it. Plus, we'll buy your current vehicle, trade in with us, and get an unbeatable offer. Start shopping and saving today. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
Traveling with your family is not only affordable from Lynchburg Regional Airport, it's convenient too. Our daily departures offer easy connections on American Airlines through Charlotte to over 170 nonstop destinations. So check the great round-trip fares currently being offered to your vacation destinations by using flylyh.com today and click Book Now. Prices are subject to change without notice and certain restrictions apply. Advanced purchase is required and availability is limited. Low fares, less hassle. Check Lynchburg first.
The YMCA is just a starting line, for the true self blooms only when we find our purpose, what makes us tick below the surface. My why is diversity in unity, a safe space in my community, living with sincerity, giving every day my everything. With my why, I stand strong, seen and supported all along. It's a million faces in a mirror and everyone belongs. Find your why. Learn more at ymca.org for a better us.
Broadcasting from the Stonecrafters Studios. For custom countertops and cabinetry, shop Stonecrafters' incredible inventory at their Factory Direct Warehouse, 3678 Manita Road, Bedford. Online at stonecraftersva.com.
KHF. This is not headline news. Taylor Swift is now a billionaire. So it's official. Travis Kelce is a gold digger. Five Nights at Freddy's made $78 million over the weekend. Not to be confused with Five Nights at the movie theater, which is what it feels like to sit through Killers of the Flower Moon. Execs at Paramount Plus have canceled Fatal Attraction, and the show has been calling them non-stop ever since. Scientists in Brazil developed a drug that suppresses the craving for cocaine. It's called Blozempic. And the last Beatles song ever comes out this week. It's an updated version of their classic called I Want Consent to Hold Your Hand. This is not headline news.
No, it's not. It's the Mike Show. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Speaking of holding hands. We spent the past 3 years debating remote work. But there's one angle that hasn't come up. Working from home makes it harder to cheat on your significant other.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex.
Yeah. A new survey has found 43% of workers admit to having an affair with a colleague at work at some point in their lives. That might seem high, but it includes everything from flirting, to threesomes with coworkers. Yikes. 25% of them said it happened in the workplace. 21% said it happened during work events. Another 21% said it happened digitally through calls or texting or social media. 17% said it went down at a meeting outside of work, and 14% took advantage of work trips away. They also compiled a list of the professions most and least likely to cheat with a coworker. Here are the 10 most likely. Let's do it. Let's do it from the bottom up. The Armed Forces, number 10 on the list. IT, number 9 on the list. Accountants, banking, and finance is number 8 on the list. Property and construction, number 7 on the list. Engineering and manufacturing, number 6. Hospitality and events management. Transport and logistics. Healthcare was number 3. Teacher. Okay. Again, the cheating is specifically with coworkers. Okay. And then sales, number 1, with the irregular work hours and frequent networking events. Here are the professions that are least likely to cheat. Radio and video television personality. What? Yeah. Retail, number 10. Public services and administration, number 9. Marketing, advertising, and public relations, number 8. Environment and agriculture, law and legal, media and entertainment, and internet. Number 5 on the list. Least likely professionals to cheat. Whoop whoop. Creative arts and design, law enforcement and security is number 3. Business consulting and management, number 2. Science and pharmaceuticals. They didn't offer any suggestion why, but it's possible that, those giant white coats just don't get people's engines revved up. I have a theory on at least some of this. Of course, law and legal. Where was medical at in this? Did we see medical? I didn't see medical. Oh, health. Oh, good Lord. Healthcare was number 3 on the most likely to cheat. But I would imagine with law and legal, there's a lot of people's reputations on the line. There's a lot of networking. There's a lot of people. And for us, too, media people. I mean, good God, how many media people and actors and news personalities have been brought down by scandal like that? Look at Matt Lauer. I mean, come on, so there you go. For what it's worth, the affairs are not always exposed. 22% of the offenders believe their partner has never found out. And then there is... Where was the other one? I had another story I wanted to read. Not about candy corn. Beer. Beer. I pictured somebody doing this, then getting pulled over and saying, "No, officer, I haven't been drinking." There's an article making the rounds that claims you should be washing your hair with beer. I think that is a waste of beer. They claim that the malt, hops, and iron in the beer can make your hair softer, shinier, and overall healthier. But does it really work? Personally, I like the from the inside out method. So you consume the beer, right? And then it comes out through your pores and stuff, and after a while. Anyway, the site healthline.com says there's no scientific evidence whatsoever. I said no to back it up, but a writer for Thrillist actually tried it and said it did make a difference. Some experts say it might end up damaging your hair instead because the alcohol could strip away your natural oils. For that reason, some people say non-alcoholic beer works best. Again, the pleasure of peeing without the high. If you do want to try it, here's what people suggest. Open a beer, let it go flat. All of this goes against my instincts here. This is just all. I don't encourage you to do this at all. You don't want the carbon dioxide in the bubbles. It creates hard water, which isn't good for your hair either. Wash and condition your hair like normal. The beer is just an extra step. massage it into your scalp and then leave it for a few minutes. No one agrees on how long, anywhere from 3 to 15, then rinse it out. One stylist had a different approach. They said, just fill a spray bottle with flat beer, spritz your hair with it, and don't wash it out. They claim it's better as a leave-in conditioner. The downside is you smell. You smell like a frat party. All right. Coming up. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, we're going to get really smart with your 5 random facts. That is all on the way. This portion of the broadcast is brought to you in part by Lynchburg Regional Airport. It is so much easier.
Whether your adventure is just beginning or you're on your way home, at Lynchburg Regional Airport, we're ready when you're ready. LYH. From here to there to anywhere. We're ready when you're ready.
Three Roads Brewery is Lynchburg's gathering spot. Enjoy the relaxed open atmosphere of the Lynchburg Tap Room with plenty of space to unwind, or outside on their expansive patio with friends and the entire family. Check out Three Roads games, arcade style, darts, and more. And of course, an excellent selection of craft beers brewed on site. Grab a Three Roads today at their tap room, 1300 Court Street, downtown Lynchburg, their tap room in Farmville, or anywhere they serve great beer. Three Roads is also available at area convenience stores and supermarkets. And if they don't carry Three Roads, ask them to. Brewing community, Three Roads Brewery.
There's nothing like holding a freshly grilled Jersey Mike's cheesesteak. It's even better than holding a winning $1 million lottery ticket. For starters, Uncle Sam takes half. Then you buy some useless stuff, like a tiny suit of armor for your cat. And before you know it, your sister's cousins and Uncle Frankie come knocking on your door for handouts. Bing, bang, boom, you're back to zero. So if you want to play a winning number, order a number 17 Mike's Famous Philly. Freshly grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Coming to you live from the Stonecrafters Studios. For custom countertops and cabinetry, shop Stonecrafters' incredible inventory at their Factory Direct Warehouse, 3678 Manita Road, Bedford. Online at stonecraftersva.com.
KHF.
And now it's time for
5 random facts.
Yep, that time of the day we cram your head full of usable information, and you can tell it back wherever the heck you happen to be. We don't know where you go or what you do, and quite frankly, it's really none of our business. We could care less. But if you say any of these 5 random facts back wherever the heck you happen to be, somebody is bound to say, wow. Maybe, I don't know. All right, here we go. Number 1. In 1934, there was a board game called, ready for it? Toward Soviet America. Yeah. Which was the opposite, of course, of Monopoly. The goals of Toward Soviet America were to get rid of the rich and powerful, end oppression, and seize the means of production. It didn't catch on. Number 2. The smell of fresh cut grass. Oh, I love that smell. However, it's a distress signal. Yeah. The grass is releasing a chemical that makes that smell to try and save itself from the mortal wound you just dealt it. Good Lord. Number 3. There was an official U.S. presidential yacht until Jimmy Carter got rid of it in 1977. Number 4. Corn is a type of grass, and when you bite into it, it releases a chemical that makes that smell and try and save itself from the mortal wound you just dealt it. Just kidding. And then number 5. Your head. Your head. Wait a minute. There's more. Oh, yeah. Your head ages faster than your feet. Although, just by nanoseconds. It's because your head is slightly farther, of course, from Earth's gravitational field. Unless your head is on the pavement or on the floor or, the same level as your feet. Just physics. Those are your 5 random facts.
This has been today's edition of
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 random facts.
Yippers. All right, it is the Mike Show, Monday edition. Coming up, we have sounds, and we're going to put them lovingly in your ear holes, because here's the thing. These sounds need a home, and wouldn't you like to foster a sound today? You would, wouldn't you? All right, this portion of the broadcast is brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's Subs.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Join us down at the Lynchburg Community Market and experience all that one of the nation's oldest farmers markets has to offer. Grab some lunch from our restaurants and shops, or shop from our awesome selection of artisan, handmade goods and our crafters gallery. Swing by on Saturday to check out our farmers market, where you can shop from the freshest selection of local grown produce, meats, and more. The Lynchburg Community Market, located in downtown Lynchburg on the corner of 12th and Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 7 to 2 year-round. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lynchburg Community Market.
Why should you trust Stone Crafters for your new kitchen and bath? Why not? Your neighbors do, your friends do, and countless organizations and contractors do. Stone Crafters provided the stone and installation for the new Academy Center of the Arts, historic theater lobby, box office, concessions, and their new bar upstairs. Visit Stone Crafters, 3678 Manita Road, Bedford, online at stonecraftersva.com. For custom countertops and cabinetry, there's only one choice, Stone Crafters. Your satisfaction is guaranteed in stone.
Broadcasting from the Stonecrafters Studios. For custom countertops and cabinetry, shop Stonecrafters' incredible inventory at their Factory Direct Warehouse, 3678 Manita Road, Bedford. Online at stonecraftersva.com.
KHF. It is the Mike Show. It's the Monday edition. Wait a minute. Megan's here.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Where did you come from? Megan is joining us. We're gonna now. We've got today and tomorrow.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Alyssa's going to be here tomorrow with cats.
Okay. But today you've brought us a guest for the Monday segment. Who'd you bring?
Yes, I'm delighted to have David Neumeyer with the Virginia Legal Aid Society here today. He's the executive director there and has been serving so well in such wonderful capacity for so many years. And let's hear more about what they're doing over there.
All right, David, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Mike. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you. Now, fun fact, Megan, if you call the Virginia Legal Aid Society, you may recognize the voice on the other end.
Oh.
Moi.
Did not know this.
You're still using my stuff,
absolutely.
right? Okay.
It's outstanding.
Okay.
People hear this warm, welcoming voice when they call into us.
Yeah, and occasionally some rasp. But yeah, so I actually had a sneak peek behind the scenes of Virginia Legal Aid Society and got to really, really learn in detail all the things that you do. But for the viewers and for the listeners, let's talk about that. What is Virginia Legal Aid Society and what do you do?
Thank you. We are a nonprofit that has been in existence since 1977. We provide legal assistance to low-income individuals and families in South, Central, Western Tidewater, Virginia. Our service area extends from Patrick County in the west to Suffolk in the east. We have 5 offices, staff about 50, and we help thousands of low-income people every year with legal problems. Problems they may not have identified as legal, but for which we know there are legal solutions. We have a intake line that is open 4 days a week from 9 to 3:30 every day. It's toll-free. It's staffed by 7 paralegals that are supervised by 2 lawyers, and they handle every problem under the sun. We get about 18,000 calls a year on that line.
Good Lord.
And yes, there are lots of problems that need to be solved.
There certainly are.
And for people who just want advice or advice is all we're going to be able to provide, they get that in their first phone call with us.
Okay.
And if they need more extensive help from a lawyer, then they're scheduled for a later interview.
Okay. And about now we know the call volume, but about how many folks actually have legal services where you would go into a courtroom?
That's right. Well, we end up with about 3,000 cases a year that are full-fledged, which may extend from complex advice to representation in a courtroom to a court appeal. And the kinds of problems we most often work on are housing, access to housing, and affordability and housing conditions. We do a lot of work around family relations and protecting victims from domestic violence and protective orders and all the services that victims need associated with that. Access to government benefits is very important for us, whether it's unemployment compensation, SSI, food stamps, all those sorts of things. And then we also do a lesser amount of education cases and consumer protection as well.
Okay. Financially, are there financial requirements or limits on someone's income to qualify for your services?
Good question. Yes. Our basic income ceiling is 200% of the federal poverty guidelines. And that's adjusted by household size. There are some forms of income we don't count depending on what the sources are. And then there's an asset limit as well, but that's so high that people are seldom affected by it. Okay. The purpose of those is to make sure we're not taking away business from private attorneys from people who could afford a lawyer. But those income limits also do not apply for our domestic violence cases and also for senior citizens. We get a number of grants to help senior citizens.
That is fantastic. So with the services that you all offer, and have you seen more of an increase in the need in certain areas over the past couple years, and especially since COVID? How is that looking?
As you can guess, during the pandemic, we saw a lot of eviction problems. The courts were closed for a while, and then there were moratoriums on the federal and state levels preventing evictions for a while, but those have all gone away. There was federal rent relief money available that helped landlords and tenants get caught up on rent, but those have gone away. So we're doing a lot more eviction work again. And we're making extra efforts to help people to avoid evictions ahead of time. Okay. And a great thing about the rent relief work is we have great relations with a lot of landlords now that we didn't have before, so that helps a lot.
That is fantastic.
And the DV work has continued throughout.
We like to, I was just going to say, we just did a lunch and learn at the YWCA and really heard how critical Virginia Legal Aid Society is in this work. So we always like to highlight where our nonprofit community is collaborating together, collaboration over competition, and it sounds like how you probably work with a lot of housing nonprofit organizations like Miriam's House.
Exactly. Yes.
That's wonderful, and it's great to when the community can work together to aid a client.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. About how many professionals do you have working at your office?
Based in Lynchburg, we have 4 attorneys, we have several paralegals, and our intake system, which is program-wide, that's the 7 paralegals, as I mentioned earlier, and they assist people from throughout our service area. So what that means, even though that sounds like a lot of lawyers, that means that we can't take every case. Yeah. But if there is a reason we can't take something for full service, we will at least give as much advice and referral service as we can.
When did you get started at Virginia Legal Aid Society?
I started in 1990.
Wow.
And so I just passed my 33rd anniversary.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you. I feel privileged every day to be able to do this work, to have the impact that we do for our clients, and to work with some really dedicated, awesome people.
Well, if you would like to learn more about Virginia Legal Aid Society and other nonprofits in our area, you can go to sharegreaterlynchburg.org and just search Virginia Legal Aid Society. If you have a legal situation or a question or need some advice,
any problem,
David
may have a legal solution.
How can they get in touch with you directly?
Great. Our toll-free hotline, 866 5. I'm going to mangle the.
That's okay.
It's been so long ago. Help me, Cliff.
Mm-hmm. They can go to sharegreaterlynchburg.org.
This is embarrassing.
Yes.
Legal aid is the. Oh yeah, 866 legal aid. That's the best way to.
There we go.
LEGLAID. Thank you. It's been a long time.
Absolutely.
And then our website also, which has lots of information for the public, not just for low-income folks, is VLAS.org.
And you can go there, and if you call the toll-free number as well, and then you'll hear me. And I'll describe a number of possible solutions, although I'm not an attorney.
But you're
but
a comforting.
You play one on the phone.
Yes, I will. I do my best. Each and every week, Megan brings us a guest, and we really look forward to that. Today or this week, we'll have 2 guests.
That's right.
So tell us what's going on at SHARE.
Well, we're wrapping up October, obviously, and we're stepping into November, which is our Give Good campaign. Mm-hmm. We're highlighting those who are giving good in our community. And so there's going to be 500 Give Good ambassadors walking around with these purple beanie caps on. We're going to be talking about that more. But right now, the action is to go to our website and nominate a Give Good ambassador, those in the community that are unsung heroes that are doing great things. And then we're going to be telling their stories throughout the month of November and highlighting them through multiple mediums and platforms, television, radio, billboards, banners, you name it. And just trying to encourage others to give back, right? So there's so many needs and there's so many wonderful citizens that are doing the good work. Additionally, the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation is in a grant cycle right now for the Youth Philanthropy Council. We have 27 local seniors, senior high school seniors, who are on a Youth Philanthropy Council, and they're meeting right now to accept applications for a $10,000 and a $5,000 grant. The $10,000 grant is provided by the Wells Fargo Wealth Management, and they're going to be evaluating these after November 15th, which is the deadline, and be deciding where these grants are going to go. So it's a really neat opportunity for youth in our community to get involved in philanthropy and learn about the functions of the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation. So if you are interested in applying for that grant, you can go to lynchburgfoundation.org.
All right. Well, Megan, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you again tomorrow. And I noticed on SHARE, you're up to 167.
Yes, we've had a good run here lately. We added 4 in the last week. So 167 organizations you can find, and all their contact information, donation buttons, their websites, all the things that they do, ways to volunteer and give back.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, Megan, thank you so much for joining us. David, thank you for joining us as well. We really appreciate it. Coming up on the program a little bit later on, we've got your Audio Vault. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Megan Huffman with SHARE Greater Lynchburg. SHARE is an online platform that helps neighbors discover ways to support, serve, or shop for over 150 local area nonprofits all in one place, 365 days a year. You can learn more at sharegreaterlynchburg.org.
Lynchburg Regional Airport is going strong. For many years now, Lynchburg's low fares have been among the most competitive in the area, and our conveniently scheduled flights offer easy connections on American Airlines through Charlotte to over 170 nonstop destinations worldwide. So check the great round-trip airfares currently being offered by visiting flylyh.com today and click Book Now. Prices are subject to change without notice and certain restrictions apply. Advanced purchases required and availability is limited. Your close and convenient connection, check Lynchburg first.
Coming to you live from the Stonecrafters Studios. For custom countertops and cabinetry, shop Stonecrafters' incredible inventory at their Factory Direct Warehouse, 3678 Manita Road, Bedford. Online at stonecraftersva.com.
KHF! All right, let's open it up. It's your Audio Vault for today. Our collection of bits, clips, viral audio. Well, the audio from viral video. You get the deal. All right, tomorrow is Halloween. Man, oh man, it's, good Lord, this month, this year, it's just flown by. Let's look at Halloween from a kid's perspective.
Now, an ordinary kid on Halloween.
What can I say? Halloween is a night to see and be seen. It's like a kid's Met Gala with sugar on top. I'm 9, okay? My priority is candy, 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 Minecraft, and candy. So act accordingly. That means you box of raisins, lady. This year, I'm not gonna eat all my candy at once. I'm gonna put some away. Have my own stash. I learned about that from my mom when I accidentally found her stash. That was some really thin candy. Anyways, guy at the end of the street with all your lights off, we know you're in there. We're coming for you, old man. That's right, we're coming. Remember, we're kids. Be nice. Give generously. And maybe my older brother Scott won't egg your house later. Happy Halloween.
This has been an ordinary kid on Halloween.
Yeah, it has been. All right, this Halloween, look out for the gas that's not coming out of the fog machine.
Halloween candy was too expensive to buy, and I wondered what treat I could get Frankenstein. Dracula gave him a deep-fried bat, but I knew that would give my monster some gas.
It gave him gas.
It gave him monster gas.
Some monster gas.
It made the werewolf gag.
It gave him gas.
The mummy turned into a rag.
It gave him gas.
Yes, it gave him monster gas.
All right, that's enough of that. Good Lord. It's still going, but I can't bring myself to continue it. All right, let's go to viral videos, shall we? A family created a pretend Spirit Halloween store inside their house. Each one dressed up as an animatronic character that you might find in one of the stores. Another person did the filming and pretended to be a customer. Here, check it out.
Oh, look, I found this new Spirit Halloween. Maybe we should go and see what they have inside. Look at all the animatronics. Oh, my gosh. Ah! It's a Nightcrawler! The Widow! What is this? Is that Michael Myers?
Good Lord. Again, he's cracking up. Here's a couple on a beach in Australia. They found a message in a bottle. They unscrewed the top and emptied the sandy-looking contents so they could read the message inside. It said something about your car warranty or something. Maybe not. I don't know.
I've seen a bottle here, washed up. Looks like it's got a message in it. Wonga Beach. Crystal would open it up and see what's going on here. First one ever.
First message in a bottle. Here lies... Oh, they're ashes.
Oh, what?
Oh, no.
Oops.
Here lies the ashes of Jeffrey. If found, please throw bottle into outgoing tide so I can continue my journey.
Oops.
Oh, my. Good Lord. Speaking of the Addams Family, here's the Addams Family theme being played by old computer hardware. All right, it was posted a couple years ago, but it's making the rounds again. Here we go. Pretty cool. All right. Oh, the music is stopped. What a drag. A family in Arkansas woke up to a fire on their deck, which they think may have been caused by a meteorite. Here's the homeowner, John Devane, talking about what had happened and showing how magnetic the rock is that hit his deck.
It was like 3 a.m. and the house was full of smoke. And then I was searching the house. I even got up in the attic, like looking, where's this smoke all coming from until we came out here. It wasn't like big flames like you would think for that much wood being on fire. My friend Paul gives me this to do metal magnet fishing. And I literally went like that and it clicked. And like I got a bite and there it was. You want to see it? Why would there be this kind of fire in a metal rock?
Yeah. The U.S. Geological Survey says that it would take a year to certify the rock as a meteorite, and it would have to be approved by the governor. Okay. All right. But then, so now they've got this really magnetic rock that came from space. I said it came from space. Yeah. And it's really magnetic. I mean, couldn't that be dangerous? I don't know. Right, we'll follow up. Let's see. We're gonna skip that. All right, here we go. We mentioned this earlier in one of our first segments. Matthew Perry of Friends. Here, wait. Let's use this instead of this. Here, use this. There we go. Matthew Perry of Friends died on Saturday. He was found dead in a hot tub after he had played pickleball for a couple hours. He was only 54 years old. Officials are still investigating his cause of death, but it sounds like cardiac arrest and or a drowning. There were no signs of foul play. So Matthew Perry, had a great comedic timing playing Chandler Bing on Friends. Here's an example of his clever comebacks from when Ross was upset at still being single.
I don't want to be single, okay? I just want to be married again.
Single white male, divorced 3 times, 2 illegitimate children. The personal ad writes itself.
That's funny. So do you think you'll ever work again?
What are you doing? You know I can only dish it out.
In 2016, Matthew Perry did an interview with the BBC. I said the BBC. There they are. And said his drug and alcohol abuse had gotten so bad he couldn't remember doing entire seasons of Friends.
I think the answer is I don't remember 3 years of it. A little bit of the time I was a little out of it, yeah. My answer to your question is somewhere between season 3 and 6.
Wow. When he released his memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing last year, he did an interview with Diane Sawyer. Here's a clip of him telling her which Friends cast member reached out the most while he was in rehab.
You start with a thunderclap. Hi, my name is Matthew, although you may know me by another name. My friends call me Maddie, and I should be dead.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
You're on methadone, Xanax, full quart of vodka a day?
55 Vicodin a day.
Jennifer, and she says, we know you were drinking.
Yeah, imagine how scary a moment that was. She was the one that reached out the most. And, I'm really grateful to her for that.
In an interview, oh wait, we lost our music bed. So here, let's just do this one. In an interview last year when he released his memoir, Matthew Perry told how he'd like to be remembered, and he made a point to say, first, not for Friends.
The best thing about me, bar none, is if somebody comes up to me and says, I can't stop drinking, can you help me? I can say yes and follow up and do it. That's the best thing. And I've said this for a long time. When I die, I don't want Friends to be the first thing that's mentioned. I want that to be the first thing that's mentioned. And I'm going to live the rest of my life proving that.
An old friend of Saturday Night Live made a surprise cameo during the cold open. Christopher Walken appeared as an unknown Halloween icon. He'll explain.
I'm the spirit of Halloween. The ghost of All Hallows Past. In South America, they call me Papa Pumpkin. I have a poem I would like to recite. Trick or treat. Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't care. I'll pull down your underwear.
Good Lord. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, we wrap up Audio Vault with a comedian, and today is no exception. Which one should we do? Let's do this one. Nick Vatterott talks about drunk girls crying on Halloween.
My favorite thing to do on Halloween. Oh, my favorite. Watching these stuck-up drunk girls come out crying in their costumes. Sometimes you gotta wait 2 minutes, but one will come out. And it's so great. They come out just like, oh my God, I don't even know I'm crying. I think I ran out of things to say, but still wanted the night to revolve around me. Let me call Bethany. I'll see if she's crying. Oh my God, Bethany, are you crying? Oh my God, I'm crying too. Yeah, I don't know why either. Do you have a cigarette? Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. You look cute. You have a light. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, that's your Audio Vault for today. Let's reach over here and lovingly grab the handle. Give it a tug. Keep all that sound inside. It's the Mike Show. This portion of the broadcast is brought to you in part by CMA's Honda of Lynchburg.
From brand new to lightly used, CMA's Honda of Lynchburg's got you covered. Shop our growing selection today and find our best deals on our entire inventory. That's savings on every single vehicle. And on our used cars, take 3 days to love it or leave it. Plus, we'll buy your current vehicle, trade in with us, and get an unbeatable offer. Start shopping and saving today. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
Hi, I'm Matt Bright, the new owner of CRI Digital Impressions, and I'm excited to announce a new chapter in the century-long history of CRI. Mutual Press was founded in 1927, and in 1973 it merged with CRI to become CRI Mutual Press. In 2002, it was renamed CRI Digital Impressions. I also own Bright Images, which has provided print and media services to the area since 1995. Yes, there is a new owner and a new location, but the same commitment to quality and service. In fact, quality and service are the cornerstones of my business philosophy. Quick turns and service with a smile. From business cards to banners and pamphlets to paperback books, we can provide all your printing needs. Call, visit us online, or stop by our location at 3022 Memorial Avenue, Lynchburg. We look forward to serving you.
If you haven't planned that vacation yet, start by checking Lynchburg Regional Airport with our great round-trip airfares to many popular destinations. Flying from Lynchburg is easy and affordable, offering daily departures on American Airlines to Charlotte with connections to over 170 nonstop destinations worldwide. To check fares and book tickets, visit flylyh.com today and click Book Now. Prices are subject to change without notice and certain restrictions apply. Advanced purchases required and availability is limited. Your close and convenient connection. Check Lynchburg first.
Broadcasting from the Stonecrafters Studios. For custom countertops and cabinetry, shop Stonecrafters' incredible inventory at their Factory Direct Warehouse, 3678 Manita Road, Bedford. Online at stonecraftersva.com.
KHF. All right, time once again for Stupid Criminalz in .news. All right, a guy in Raleigh, North Carolina, said somebody stole $3,000 worth of Halloween stuff from his yard in the middle of the night last week. He goes all out every year and has so many decorations, the average person might not even know the stuff was missing. They stole an animatronic circus clown decoration, a custom-made Pennywise statue, 2 other killer clowns, and Jason from Friday the 13th. Let's pull up a photo of all of these. We'll share this up on our social media at The Mike Show VA if you want to check out everything that this guy had that was stolen. All right. A few neighbors also had decorations missing from their yards. And it's dumb because a lot of it was unique stuff that you can't sell online without being caught or put out in your own, yard without getting caught. The good news is there was an update over the weekend, and all but one of his decorations have been returned. He says his neighbors helped locate them. Here, let's listen.
Just a good time to come here. You can dress up, you can do whatever, nobody cares. They took Crunchy the Clown, they took a Pennywise I had made for me. They took 2 killer clowns from outer space. They took a Jason. They targeted and took the good stuff. They didn't mess with the stuff that was cheaper. There's not a resale value for these unless you pop them on Facebook Market and somebody picks them up. I don't understand what the purpose is, unless they want a big Halloween house themselves.
Yeah, I don't know. Last we heard, the only one that was still missing was Jason. It's not clear who took it all or if they're facing charges. There's good news in the world, and we like to share it during this particular segment because there is so much stupidity in the world. A Wendy's worker in Kentucky saved a man's life by performing CPR on him in the parking lot after he collapsed and stopped breathing. The worker is a nursing student and learned CPR in high school. Here's Alexandria Cowherd talking about performing the life-saving CPR.
I didn't panic visibly, but in the back of my head, I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, I kind of short-circuited a little bit before I was like, girl, you know how to do CPR. Get over here and do these chest compressions. And he was purple blue in the face. He wasn't responding. He wasn't breathing. He did the snoring thing again, and then he took a gasp of air. And I helped the man. Proud of myself for that.
And there you go. That is the good news. All right. This portion of the broadcast is brought to you in part by the United Way of Central Virginia.
Let's say you're given $1 a week to the United Way of Central Virginia's general fund. What happens after that? Do they take some money off the top for admin fees? No. Your dollar stays the exact same amount from the time they receive it from you until the time they allocate it to any one of their 26 partner agencies. And what does that $1 a week help provide? This is how your dollar makes community change. The United Way of Central Virginia is supported by you.
All right. We want to thank Megan Huffman from SHARE Greater Lynchburg and the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation for joining us, along with David Neumeyer from the Virginia Legal Aid Society. Thank you so much. And Megan will not be here tomorrow. However, we will still have another SHARE segment on tomorrow's program. Well, that is it. And maybe Bill Bodine, too. I don't know. Well, that is it. That is the program. We are back tomorrow.
Goodbye. Don't come back.
Now we're back tomorrow with another thrilling edition of The Mike Show. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks for tuning our way, and if you're listening in your car right now, thanks for the ride.
Scotty, beat me up.
We'll see you here again tomorrow.
Who's going to do the dishes?